So I live by this phrase. It's called TTFP, which is trust the freaking process. So I've lived by that ever since I started trading. Is trust the process, man. Don't ever give up on yourself. Don't ever let anyone tell you, yo, you can't do it. And one thing too is you don't ever compare yourself to nobody else.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another TFT interview. Today, I have the pleasure to host Alex from Philadelphia. Welcome, Alex.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Hope you're having a beautiful, blessed day.
So, can you first tell us a little bit about yourself and what got you into trading?
Yeah, so I've been trading for 5.5 years now, and I started trading February 4th of 2018. And it's definitely been a long journey, full of ups and downs.
Yeah.
And it's been a blessing. And also at the same time, it's been full of psychological growth.
That's the beauty of trading. But why did trading appeal to you, from initially?
Yeah, so when I first started trading in 2018, there was a very big network marketing company called IML. So, at that time they were selling make money off your phone, turn your phone into an ATM, live the trader lifestyle. So that's something that was sold me pretty much, because I wanted that lifestyle that they were portraying. But then as soon as I signed up, you start slowly realizing the reality that it's not going to be that easy. So I started trading February 2018. And then after that, it's just been an uphill battle from there. But that's really what sold me into trading was that lifestyle that I was leading. And at that time, I was in university. So I don't even want to be in university, And once I found out about trading, I dropped out. I still finished the semester, but as soon as that semester ended in April, I was like, I'm taking a leave of absence and I'm going to just focus solely on trading. But at that time, that's when I bought my first mentorship in April, like 2 months of being into that, because they were so big on recruiting people, sign this many people. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I want to, learn how to actually trade, because at the end of the day, that's where you're going to make the money from actual trading. So that's why I bought my first mentorship in April of 2018. And then in September of 2018, that's when I went to my first time in Miami for a 5-day in-person course, and that course really helped me set a solid foundation for my trading. But that's really what got me into trading, was like that whole lifestyle behind it.
Yeah. I understand. Wow. And what did you struggle with the most, and how did you overcome those struggles?
The biggest struggle in the beginning was definitely not having like a set plan, not having risk management, like over leveraging, over trading. And at that time, I was very big into flipping accounts, starting $100 account and try to grow it to whatever account possibly can, 10,000, 50,000, whatever, from a small account percentage or small account balance. So I was really big into that. So not having like the structure. And at that time too, I was also a lot of strategy hopping, because, in the beginning, you're so hungry to learn. Oh, I want to learn from this person, learn from this person, learn from this person. So then over time, you start to take bits and pieces from each. Oh, this person taught me this. This person probably has very good entry strategy. And then this person has overall longer term, like how to hold that entry to, hold it to swing moves. So you just start learning a bit from everybody. And I'm a big believer, and you have something to learn from everyone, from the top traders in the world to the beginners.
Yeah, you get some value from everywhere. So how did you find the model, or how did you create the model that you're currently using? Was it like a mix of knowledge from different people, different mentors?
Or so I've only ever had two mentors. Yeah, I've had, so I told you about the one in April of 2018. And then I took the 5-day in-person course. And then right after that, in the person course, I bought another course with my boy Duran. He's the one that taught me everything I know now. So I've just been building from that for the past 4 or 5 years. I've just been building. It's been a lot of supply and demand, top-down analysis, market structure, And now something I had is I only focus on one pair now, which is gold. And I only start trading between 7:30 to 1. That's my trading window. So, but that is not something that just came from one day to another. That's something that I've learned through trial and error for the past 4.5 years.
Was there something that was a game changer for you, like an eye-opening moment?
Oh, yeah. So March of 2019, March 7th to be exact, after 1 year of being into trading, it was definitely a very life-changing moment, which I consider a blessing and a curse. Because March 7th, after, 1 year of trading, what is it? My bad. You said, can we got started there?
You can start over, no worries. They can
yeah, what was the question? My bad. I just went blank.
Was there any moment, like was there any game changing moment, like eye opening moment for you?
Yeah, so a game changing moment for me in trading was, like I said, March of 2019. That was
Mm-hmm.
1 year after me being into trading. And I had
Mm-hmm.
already lost like $10,000. Not like $10,000 at once, but it was like
Mm-hmm.
$100, 500. The most I ever deposited was $1,000 in the account and gone. Blew the whole thing.
Oh.
So, mind you, and I had dropped out of university. So at that time, I had the pressure of my parents. Oh, you dropped out of school, and for us, this is something completely different from what my family is used to. So trading,
Mm-hmm.
because I come from a family of construction workers and owning
Mm-hmm.
businesses. So for
Mm-hmm.
me to like drop out, and so when they thought I was sitting in my room on a computer, they thought I was just in there, playing games. Not
Mm-hmm.
you, but they didn't know I was actually studying the charts, putting time
Yeah.
into this. So I had that pressure. I didn't see no success. But yeah, March
Mm-hmm.
7th of 2019, I remember laying in bed. I was like, I'm gonna deposit these $500 and whatever happens, you know, let it be. So by that next Friday, March 14th, I had that account at 119,000 in a week.
Mm-hmm.
So from 500 to 119,000 in a week, that's when it showed me like, yo, this is really something
Possible.
that is really possible. You can make money from.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I consider it a blessing and a curse. A blessing in the aspect that, to make that much money in a week, it was like, oh wow, this is all worth it. But it also was a curse because it instilled a lot of bad habits, over
Mm-hmm.
leveraging,
Mm-hmm.
because in order to go from 500 to 100K, you're
You have
obviously
to
over
risk.
leveraging.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was risking a lot. It instilled that. And now any future accounts that I would be trading, I would have that same mentality of trying to flip it. Yo, if I
Mm-hmm.
could do it once, I could do it again and again and again and again. So that's why I consider it a blessing and a curse. But that's what something that was really game changing for me because it showed me what's possible in trading and like
Mm-hmm.
how your life can really change.
Yeah, yeah. I had a similar story. But I mean, I jumped into cryptocurrencies
Hmm.
when during the crash in March 2020, and I was super excited when I saw like the crazy flips in money in such a short amount of time. And this was like, of course, what made me interested in digging deeper and understanding technical analysis and seeing that wow, there is such an opportunity. You can make like much bigger amount of money without putting too much effort like I was doing, like having
Yeah.
1,000 jobs.
No. And the funny
But
thing is,
yeah.
after I did that, like my parents really didn't say nothing to me after that. Like, oh, wow,
Mm-hmm.
you did that? Like, oh, wow, it's amazing. But when they
Mm-hmm.
were just telling me, like, oh, trading, like, all you do is spend time in your room, you don't do nothing. So it just shows that, like, don't give up. And you know what? That was what, 4 years ago now? That was 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Were they
4 years ago.
yeah, were they supportive all the time, or they have been like changing depending on your performance, or
Uh,
you didn't
you
talk
know,
about your performance with them?
I'm grateful and I'm blessed that, my parents, they've been supportive.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, like after 8 years, like, oh, they would just see me in the room. It was more like, not that they didn't lose support, like they always believe in me because, that's one thing I'm grateful for is that they believe in me. They know that
Yeah.
what I'm doing isn't just, you know, it's worth something. And they
Yeah.
believe that, because at the end of the day, I'm a first generation here in the US. So, my
Mm-hmm.
parents came to this country with the belief of giving us a better future. So
Yeah.
that's why for me, I'm always a big believer in finding something to, elevate my family. Because
Yeah.
I'm not doing trading just for me. I'm doing this for my family because, just to make it worth my parents' trip coming here and be able to give
Mm-hmm.
back to them.
Mm-hmm.
But they've
Right.
always been supportive, thank God, and I'm blessed for that.
Yeah, yeah, that's really good. And you have a strong why. That's why you've
Yeah.
made it so to here. What were the skills that you had to develop to become a profitable and consistent trader?
Definitely discipline. That's one thing that
Mm-hmm.
I'm still working on to this day because, every day we're always growing mentally. We're learning more
Yeah.
about ourselves every day. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
definitely disciplined. Following risk management. So, like I said, growing to 500 to 100K, I had no regard for risk management in that.
Yeah.
So then I definitely had to learn that the hard way.
Mm-hmm.
And then risk management, discipline, and perseverance.
Mm-hmm.
Cause, when you're in those losing battles, you could feel like complete, bad.
Yeah.
So it's like, it forces you to, yo, I got this, bro. Like, come on, don't give up. Let's do it. Let's keep
Yeah.
going. Cause,
Mm-hmm.
I like to use Messi's example, how many years it took him to get to the World Cup and he finally got it. But all those years struggling to get to that World Cup, even though he's won leagues, you won championships, but at the end of the day, it's those little battles that keep building up till you get to the overall goal. And then when you
Yeah.
do get to that main goal, there's an even bigger goal that's going to take a
Yeah.
new you, a new,
Mm.
mindset. So we're always
Mm.
developing and growing as humans.
I agree. I agree. So, what are, I believe that you had to change something in your life so that you can change on the charts as well. What were the habits that you started like working on developing, and how did you work on developing more discipline, patience, and yeah, what were the things that helped you to develop those skills?
Definitely one thing that's been helping me a lot is journaling my trades because I've had a very bad habit of not doing that. Because at the end of
Mm-hmm.
the day, if you can't see what you're going wrong or know your statistics, how can you really know where to improve on? So
Mm-hmm.
that's one thing that, because I didn't really backtest like that. I would
Mm-hmm.
mostly just live test everything. So, the
Mm-hmm.
past 5 years has been a lot of live testing, forward testing. So
Mm-hmm.
once I started going back and actually looking back, okay, this trade, there was a winner because of this trade was a loser because of this. How could I
Mm-hmm.
improve better next time? So definitely, journaling, having like a set plan for your trading. So for
Mm-hmm.
me, my trading plan consists of I only trade from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
If I have a winning trade for the day, that's it. No more. I only risk 1% per trade. So
Mm-hmm.
then, and I only trade gold. So
Mm-hmm.
during the York session, that
Yeah.
definitely helps. And then if I lose one position, I'm willing to give it one more setup. So no more than
Mm-hmm.
2 trades per day. So just having like something like a checklist that you can check off every day,
Yeah.
definitely, because let's say you could take a trade like, oh, the third one's gonna be it. But no, bro, it's against your rules. Why would you do it? Because you're gonna
Mm.
feel worse more that you broke the rule versus that you lost a trade. Because you're gonna
Yeah.
be like, dang, I took another loss and I broke my rules. That's like a double L.
Yeah. Yeah. You start getting disappointed on yourself and your performance, and it starts like causing many other emotions that lead to more mistakes. So it's a loop. It's a loop. Everything is just going in a circle. So we
No,
have to
definitely.
kind of break the bad habits and start implementing good habits and start making it like a snowball effect.
Because at the end
Um,
of the day, what is it? If you have your plan, because trading isn't all fun and like there's stuff
mm,
outside of trading in your life that could be going on too that could be affecting your trading.
yeah.
Because let's say you never know what could go on. Like every day is a new day. Something that
Yeah.
can happen that you have
Mm,
unexpectedly, and that could affect your trading. But if you know, like,
definitely.
okay, I took 2 losses, bro, I'm done. Let me not
Yeah.
keep taking more trades just because like my car broke down. I need to make money. No,
Mm,
like you lost your car broke down and now you broke your plan. It's like,
mm.
bro, that's why it's good to have like a set plan.
Yeah, yeah, I totally agree. When it comes to psychology, what were the things that you did to improve your psychology? Was it just journaling, or did you start like implementing other healthy habits into your life? In reading maybe books, meditation, something like that.
So for me, I definitely love podcasts and
Mm-hmm.
interviews like this, listen to other people. Because at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
there's somebody out there that has been through maybe what you're going through right now.
Yeah.
So I love to learn from other people. That's definitely helped me a lot. I don't
Mm-hmm.
really read like that, which is something bad that, I blame myself for. But that's something I definitely do moving forward. I do want to start reading more books
Mm-hmm.
because, there's a wealth of knowledge in those books. You're learning from people ages ago that have a lot of knowledge. So that's something I
Yeah.
definitely want to start doing more. I haven't
Mm-hmm.
done it just because I haven't read it. So but that's why I do podcasts because it helps me more. Because I love to like
Mm-hmm.
listen but sitting there and reading, that's something definitely I want to work on more. That's a
Mm-hmm.
discipline that I want to build into that.
Yeah, yeah, and we are all different. Like someone is learning more from reading, someone is learning more from listening, someone more from
Yeah,
watching and
definitely.
visualizing things. So we're all definitely different, and we don't have to force ourselves. It's something not for us. You mentioned that you didn't backtest. That's an interesting thing. Didn't you backtest like at all, or what was the reasoning behind it? Do you think that backtesting is overrated? Like, what is your opinion about it?
It's just something that I didn't do. Like me personally,
Mm-hmm.
something that I didn't do. There's people that
Mm-hmm.
love backtesting that don't have years worth of data backtest it.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I just been live testing, because for me, trading isn't something that I'm just doing for 1 to 2 years. This is something I'm gonna be doing the next 10,
Mm-hmm.
15 years.
Yeah.
So, for me, I'm gonna always be live testing something. Because then market conditions on the actual markets versus going back and back tests are completely different. Because for back testing, you could have your plan and everything, but you don't have that emotions of current in the moment. So that's why for me, I just didn't have, I never really back tested just because I like the emotions of actually live testing something, seeing if it works in real time or not. But
Yeah.
like I said, I have nothing against back testing. It's just something that me personally, I've never done. I think it's great
Yeah.
if you're a beginner trader.
Mm.
It's good to you to go back, especially nowadays. There's a lot of softwares that you can use
Mm.
that give you those market conditions. But like I said, me personally, it's just something I haven't done.
Yeah, I understand. Would you like to share your screen and maybe show us briefly?
Yeah, definitely. So what I do is I always start my analysis on whatever pair I'm looking at on the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, I like to look at market structure.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I did on gold, well, first thing I do is I always go in and mark up my major areas of supply and demand. So I had this area right here marked up as a daily level, and then this area here as my major supply levels. And I could choose this wick right here, but it's like for me, I'd rather just choose the second longest wick in this area. So it's likewise here, I have this one. So now just going back and looking at market structure, what happened? How did price get from here? How did price get here from all this over here? Why is price currently here? So what I do is I'll go and just look at market structure, just to give you an example of how I look at market structure. Where's the drawn tool? Hold on. My bad. Hold on, it's right here. Sorry. So we see that, price right here led into a lower low point, came back, had a lower high, led into a new lower low point, failed to break this high, and then came back down and retested that lower high point. And what happened? Price led into an impulse high, taking out this structure point. So right there, I see the market has transitioned from bearish to bullish. So then market had a pullback and but where did it come back into? So we have a new higher high point, but where did it come into? This area here, which previously, as we saw price last time was here, it was used at resistance level. Why? Because price failed to go any higher. And over here, we see that it led into highs over here. So now seeing that, price came down, retested this low, came back, retested here, and then broke structure. And how do we classify a breaker structure here? Because it took out this low here, then had a pullback, and then market made a new lower low point. And where did it come back to? Retest these lows and then retrace here. So now what do we see here? Price is currently at a new low point, lower low point structure, right? So for me, I don't classify structure because I know this is our basic structure here, right?
Yeah.
That's our structure there. But for me, people will see something like this and they'll consider that a break of structure because it took out this low. But for me, I wouldn't consider it a break of structure, just a break of support. Why? Because structure can only be broken until it takes out your main structure point, this higher low point. So market can do whatever it wants between your higher high point and your higher low point. So all this right here is just our lower time frame structures. So that's how I view structure on the daily time frame. And then until our new point is created in the structure, this point is what I will classify as my new structure point. So now we're working between this range and this range. So market can do whatever it wants between here. And that's where we'll start to see, the breaker structure on lower time frames. So now let's go into this area here. How can all this? So now we know that we're in a bear structure on a daily time frame. Yeah. So let's go down to the 4-hour time frame, and we'll start to see it here too. So it's like, for example, this right here, I would consider just one move right here. Because we know on a daily time frame, this was just our pullback, and this was our retracement back to the daily low. So once I'll tell you a trade that I took this week actually was right here. Because we see that price had a lower low point here. This was a pullback to right here, and then market broke low, created our low point, and then market came back and retested here. I'm gonna do the replay function real quick. So I had this zone marked up like this. And for me, I've noticed I like to use more the 1-hour time frame, especially during my trading session. The 4-hour time frame is just more to confluence with my higher time frame, my structure, the daily. But I like to use the 1 hour better because I feel like I see more detail. So this was a trade that I took right here coming into, what was it? Yeah, so I have this here as my indicator for New York session. So like I said, my trading window is only from, I'll get on the charts at 7:30 just to see, but like trading window will be from like 8. So here we see, let's see, we started the new day, 12 o'clock, 2. And then once I saw price was here coming into the trading day, the next day, I knew that we had broke this level here, which was we're now retesting this. And for me, my entry patterns are in these zones, like my major demand and supply zones are double bottoms on the M5 or head and shoulder patterns within those. So see something like this. That will be my entry. But for here, we see that price came into this area. My bad. Price came into this area, right?
Yeah.
On the 1 hour. And this was 7 o'clock. So that's where I'll go down to the 15-minute just to see if I can see it cleaner. And once I saw that price had broken this level here on the, I think it was a 5-minute. Yeah, when price had broken this level here, because mind you, now it's 7:55, 8. Like I said, I started trading around between 7:30 and after. So once I had seen that, that's where I put my entry here. And I put my stops above these highs here. And with gold, I usually target a 20 to 25 pip stop loss. So if it's a higher stop loss than that, I would prefer not to take the trade. Even if it's the most beautiful trade setup, I'd rather just not take it because I don't want to put my account at risk. So once I saw a price that came back and retested here, and one thing too is like once I'm in my trade, I zoom back out. Because if you start looking at all this noise on the 5-minute, the 5-minute is my entry time frame. But I know that my analysis is based off the higher time frames, like the 1 hour. So once I had my stop loss set, now I can zoom back out to have my target set. And where did I have my target set for this trade? Was back down to these lows over here, which, that day it hidden back down here. It was like a 1-4 trade. And then news came in. I forget what day this was, but news came in and just blasted right through it. But for me, I always try to target for 1-5s because, the market could be very unpredictable. You could be up a 1-5 and then it shoots right back up and you're done. Or you could be up a 1-5 and it shoots up another 100 pips and you're up a 1-10. But I feel like having a set target, like a 1-5, it helps you more because you don't get greedy and, you know what you're looking for, what type of setup you would like to take. So for me, and once I'm up a 1-3, that's where I'll go break even. So that way that winning trade doesn't become a losing trade. But yeah, I like to target 1-5s. But that's pretty much like what I look at, like a 1 hour supply and demand. Well, daily structure, I look at just to have like my overall bias on the daily time frame. Then I'll go down to the 4-hour time frame just to look at structure within there, and I'll mark up my zones on the 1 hour time frame. Just because I'm more like an intraday trade trader. So I feel like the 4-hour, 1 hour, like the 4-hour candle, it's just one candle versus the 1 hour candle. You can see more detail within the daily time frame. And like I said, I've taken concepts from everybody, like what is it? I've learned some entry models from Smart Money Concepts. I've learned supply and demand from other people. So it's like I feel like at the end of the day, trading is all about what you have in your toolbox, what knowledge you have, how you can implement it, and how it applies best for you in your trading. Because there's no right or wrong way to trade. Obviously, there's some ways that are better. There's ways that you shouldn't trade. But at the end of the day, those ways work for those people. So at the end of the day, it's just about finding what works best for you, what strategy you like, what risk tolerance you like.
Yeah.
Because trading, like I said, trading is all psychological. Yeah, it's a lot of technical too, right? Because you're not just going to understand this from one day to another. You got to put in the time, put in the, like I said, if you don't want to do trading for at least 1 to 10 years, why do it? Not even 1 years, my bad. Like if it's trading is not something that you want to do for long term, like 5+ years, why even do it?
Yeah.
And I just feel like that's any career path you decide to do. If it's not something that you're passionate about, and if you're just in this for the money, it's not, yeah, you can make money, but it's like at what cost? You could probably lose a lot more money before you actually make money. So I feel like trading is something you got to be passionate about. Go out there, put the time in. Like I said, I've been doing this for 5.5 years, and I see myself here another 10, 15 years. Why? Because it's something I love. And like I said, it's also good because you get to meet a lot of people in this industry. Unfortunately, there's a lot of also bad people, but there's also really good people in trading. People that want to see you do good. But I don't know, like if that made sense how I trade.
Yeah, definitely. The interesting thing is that you aim for 1-5. This is actually not a low risk to reward. Do you like always stick to 1-5, or do you adjust it from time to time?
It depends, but mostly I like to aim for 1-5. Like I said, because my targets are based on higher time frame zones.
Yeah.
Because that's why. Because why did I target this one right here? Because that's where price stopped right here and reversed, and that was also on a 4-hour time frame. That's where price had reversed here. So that's why I was targeting this low here.
Yeah.
So it's like, I just mostly just target for, like I said, but most of the times that I've done it, it has given me the 1-5. That's why I target my 4-hour zones or 1-hour zones. But that's why the daily time frame helps me keep that in mind. because like you could catch these reversals here, but why? I'm not gonna be taking those trades. I have to be realistic. Oh yeah, bro, if I would have been taking the trade, but no, that's not my trading window. My trading window is this would have been out of my trading window already.
Mm.
But this sell right here would have been nice. Why? Because it came into my window. We know that we're in a daily supply zone. We see
Mm.
that price gave us a nice head and shoulders pattern and then dropped. But I said this
Yeah.
was a news event. Like I like trading news, but like just how it easily shot down. If you would have gotten a sell, you could have easily shot right up. So
Mm.
why take that, risk if you know some major demand, like some major news is coming up?
Yeah.
Luckily that I was able to connect my FX book to the when I did
Mm-hmm.
the 500 to 100K.
Mm-hmm.
So I have like the FX book for that. If I just want to show it real quick, yeah, because it happened March 7th. Here, let me share it real quick.
How can you remember the exact dates?
That's how it was. Like it was. I remember the exact date because that's when him showing me that trading was very
Yeah,
worth it.
it's a strong memory. Yeah, yeah,
So I'll show you. Hold on, go to history.
yeah,
Yeah, see, the highest I got the account to was 119,000.
yeah, yeah.
And I was trading with the broker he was with. Yeah, because at that time there weren't funding companies. So, at that
Mm-hmm.
time it was all about using your own capital.
Yeah. Wow.
So, but one thing I noticed too, like I was over leveraging, but I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't over leveraging like I said, I was over leveraging in 4 hour. Like I was having long moves. Yeah, see right here,
Mm-hmm.
March 7th. It was a
Yeah,
Thursday. I deposited the 500, and
yeah.
I started over leveraging right off like the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But at this time, I was only focusing on GJ, GA, and GU. So I went on a nice one streak. But you see, like I was 12-hour trades, 12 hours, 10 hours,
Yeah.
15 hours. I was catching 82 pips, 99 pips. Yeah, I was over
Wow.
leveraging. And then here we go. I started going on winning streaks. I was catching
Mm-hmm.
175 pips, 109. And then I got the account to 10,000. I was like, yo, I'm going to withdraw 6,000 and,
Mm-hmm.
just to at least pay myself. And then here I started catching more trades. I went on
And
I was
it's
just trading.
insane.
Look, I
Yeah,
even traded XRP.
it's insane to see how many wins you have had in a row. Like so many wins.
Yeah, look, GJ, GU.
Yeah.
But like I said, I was catching 97 pips, 100 pips. This move was a 284 pip move.
Mm.
And then here we go again. Like I was on a streak at that time. I
Yeah.
was winning, winning, winning. And then I withdrew again. So going on a winning streak. And then this right here was really what made it
Wow.
different. I was dropping 10 lots, 5 lots.
Mm.
And mind you, I
So
did
so
this time
you've
when I
been
was at a
just like
very low point.
increasing. Yeah.
I was at a very low point at this time because I said I had just dropped out of university. I was 1 year into trading, down
Mm.
10,000. I had the pressure of my parents at that time. Like, oh, what are you gonna do? Like, it's not going your way. So I was
Mm.
like, damn, bro, like, I gotta do something. And I said I
Mm.
deposit those 500. Like, whatever happens, I'm gonna just trade. And
Mm.
thankfully I was able to do this. Thank God. And then I started going on ownership. I remember I had the account at 92,000. I was like,
Mm.
yo, I'm gonna get this to 100,000. I'm gonna do it. And then yeah, so right here I started going on a loser streak. So
And
I was like, you know
then
what, I'm
yeah.
done.
Mm.
So I think
Wow.
overall I was able to withdraw like 82. And
Mm.
I can show
Mm.
you the exact, like, it was GBP,
But that's
JPY.
like that's insane results for like.
I used to trade only GJ, but then I switched over to gold just due to like stuff outside of trading. But
Mm-hmm.
I caught this whole move right here. And like I said, this was a very significant part of my life because I remember
Mm.
the exact day. It was a Thursday to that next Friday. Yeah, right here, March 9th. Oh no, that's January, my bad. Where is it? March, that's 2018. I'm in the whole wrong here. Oh, right here. This whole move right here was what really changed it. My whole life
Mm-hmm.
right here. And this was just on GJ. But yeah, March
Mm-hmm.
9th, though, that Thursday. And I remember the exact trade. It was a double bottom on the 1 hour in this trade. And I was just like
Mm.
one lot, just over leveraging, anticipating prices. That's what I said. I target my higher, time zones, the daily. So
Yeah.
I was targeting these zones back up here from down here,
Mm.
but over leveraging. Like I said, it was a blessing and a curse. But I just wanted to share that, it's like for anybody that's out there that's struggling, don't give
Yeah.
up, man. This trading stuff is something that could really change your life. But
Yeah.
it's gonna be a tough battle,
Mm.
but I'm a big believer in perseverance. Don't ever
Mm.
give up on yourself. If you really truly believe that you're gonna be like for me, I have a goal of hitting 8 figures in overall withdrawals one day. I don't know when
Mm.
it's gonna happen, but I know it's gonna happen eventually. But the
Yeah.
only way for it to happen is for me to show up every single day, for me to
Mm.
not give up. Whatever is going on outside of life, I'm gonna keep going, keep going.
Yeah.
Whether I get
Yeah.
funded, lose a funded account, I'm not stopping. This is me. This has to work or it has to work.
Yeah. That's the mindset that you definitely need for trading.
No,
um,
definitely.
is there anything that you wish you did sooner or you did differently from the beginning?
I feel like if I wish that I would have did something sooner, I feel like I wouldn't be where I'm at now. But one
Mm-hmm.
thing I definitely would have loved to do from the beginning is journal everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like journal more. 'Cause I just recently started journaling,
Mm-hmm.
like what, 6 months ago or a year. So I started using
Okay.
TradeZella, so that's what I'm using now to like track my trades because I just recently
Yeah.
discovered it. But
Mm-hmm.
most of my trades, I just been like, I'll journal in my book on my iPad. I'll use it on notes
Mm-hmm.
or I have screenshots of the trade.
Yeah.
But that's why I even bought the mic, but unfortunately it stopped working today because I want to start
Mm-hmm.
making more training videos, like just training content, like for free,
Yeah.
just because training is something that's definitely in your mind. But when you
Mm-hmm.
actually go down, like I tell people, yo, bro, they record yourself because training is something that in your mind you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But I feel like when you verbally speak it, it
That's
sticks more to you. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So that's why
definitely.
now I bought a mic just to start making common videos. And
Mm.
like I said, at the end of the day, I just want to provide the most value for people.
And that would be amazing. And you can send me. You have a YouTube channel already or not yet?
No, I'll just put everything on my Instagram.
Okay, on Instagram. Yeah,
Yeah, like I said,
and
like for me, I don't have a mentorship, I don't have a course, I don't have a group.
mm,
But I just love to interact with people. People say, "Yo,
mm,
bro, I do this." I just love to interact with people because for me, it's not
yeah,
about the money. Because I wish there would be somebody like me when I first started, that wasn't charging
yeah,
money, this and that. But like I said, I'm busy outside of other stuff too, so I try to
yeah,
get back to people when I can. But I
yeah,
just love to, talk about trading, psychology. It's
yeah,
just something
yeah.
I'm very passionate about.
I can feel it. And yeah, we're gonna drop the link of your profile in the description, so everyone who wants to follow Alex can just follow him on Instagram from the
No,
link
definitely,
of
I
the
appreciate
description.
that. And like I said, one thing also too, like I know everybody's goal is to be a full-time trader. Like yeah,
Mm,
but I feel like trading shouldn't be everything. There's so many other stuff outside of trading that like find your passions outside of trading. Don't just strictly focus
mm,
on trading. Use trading, the money you make from trading, to invest into other stuff. Because
yeah.
market conditions could change from one day to another. So it's like
Mm,
for me, I'm currently going to get my real estate license. Why? Because before I got into trading, real estate was something that was very passionate about.
mm-hmm.
So, but now, I've been doing this 5.5 years trading. I want to go into other stuff now.
Yeah.
And real estate is something I feel like I would love to help people purchase their home because I'm somebody that
Mm,
loves to help people. So I feel like in real
mm,
estate, I'll be able to, especially buying a home is something that's a very big expense and it could
mm,
be a very stressful process. So it's something that I would love to be a part of, make that
mm,
person feel comfortable. So that's why I want to do that too.
mm. That's an amazing goal. How would you say that trading changed you as a person?
So it definitely changed me as a person because in order to do good in trading, you have to become better. Because
Mm,
I've learned a lot about myself. Like, if you're impatient in real life, you're gonna be
mm,
impatient on the markets. Why? Because you're forcing trades that aren't there just because you want to be in the markets. A
mm,
lot of people suffer from FOMO, like fear of missing out. That I gotta be in a trade today. This person's in a trade. I gotta be in a trade. It's like, bro, if
mm.
it doesn't follow your rules, why are you gonna risk it?
Yeah.
So it's definitely taught me a lot about myself. So it's taught me to be more patient, you know, take the losses on the chin. Next trade. Every trade
Mm,
treated differently.
yeah. What would you tell to yourself if you're about to start now with all the experience and knowledge that you have?
What I'll tell them now is definitely, you know, journal your trades.
Mm.
That's one thing I'll definitely tell myself. Journal your trades because that's something that, I haven't done. Like I said, everybody's journey is different. So I'll
Mm,
definitely tell myself, stick to like 1 to 2 pairs max.
mm,
Because in the beginning, I was trading every pair possible. I was trading GJ, EU, Euro, NZD, like anything. But then I just cut it
mm,
down to 2 pairs, and now it's just 1 pair, which is gold. So I'll definitely
mm,
tell myself, bro, focus on 1 to 2 pairs, have no more than 2 trades per day. And if you're a person that likes to take 3 trades, keep it at that. No more than 3 trades. It's like
mm,
baseball. 3 strikes, you're out. You want to keep it at that, keep it at that. But for me, I'd rather just do it to 2 trades because I only 2%. I'll find a good mentor, like somebody, or
mm.
learn. There's a lot of resources out here, but just be careful. There's unfortunately a lot of scammers too.
Yeah.
So, look for somebody that actually has results, has shown, proof that they actually are making a living from trading. Because you
Yeah.
can't sell somebody a lifestyle trading if you're not actually living from trading, but you're living
Mm.
from courses. For all that, then start a course on how to sell courses,
Yeah.
but like actually find somebody that's passionate about it too. And like I said, just be in this for the long haul. Know that it's not going to be easy. Know that there's going to be up and hills. But in any career, whatever path you decide to take, is going to be hard.
Yeah.
Any career you decide to take is going to be hard. So just are you willing to put in the time and not give up? Because it's not going to be easy. So let's get it. Keep going.
How did you find TFT and how is your experience with us?
So at first, I've only worked with FTMO before that, just because they're the biggest name.
Yeah.
But then I would always see the ads on Instagram, on Facebook too. And the thing I really like about the Funder Trader, I've only been working with you guys this whole year. I really like that you guys have promotions, the community, and it's always improving, like you guys are always doing stuff to help the traders. So that's why I've just been sticking with the Funder Trader.
That's nice. What is the plan moving forward?
So right now, my goal before the end of the year is definitely to get at least 7 figures in funding. So that's the goal before the end of the year. I have it written down here on my goals for 2023 to get funded $1 million and, pay off some credit card debt. Everyone has debt. And if you don't have debt, you're blessed. But, I have credit card debt from like stuff that I've spent. Get my real estate license. So, I'm almost about to accomplish that. And then do one solid pull-up. That's one of my goals, to do one solid pull-up. But right now I'm just focusing on those 4 things.
That's amazing. And any last words that you would like to share with us?
So I live by this phrase. It's called TTFP, which is trust the freaking process. So I've lived by that ever since I started trading. Is trust the process, man. Don't ever give up on yourself. Don't ever let anyone tell you, yo, you can't do it. And one thing too is you don't ever compare yourself to nobody else. Because in the day, we all have our own journeys that we're going to be running this. One person, it could take 1 year to become profitable. One person could take 8 years or 10 years, 6 years. We all have different. And then on top of that, don't compare yourself, because you never know what other people are going through outside in their life too. Somebody online could look like they're always winning. But you don't know outside of that, they could be going through the worst battle of their life. So, at the end of the day, always the only person you have to prove something to is yourself. Because in the day, when it comes to, especially with trading, the only person that's going to respond to the losses, the wins, is you. You're the one that's going to feel those emotions. You're the one that's going to, suffer those mental battles if you're in a losing streak. So I was saying, don't ever compare yourself to nobody, and just believe in yourself and have that. Like I said, there is no plan B. It has to work, or it has to work. And I got that from one of my mentors, Nehemiah Davis, where he talks about it has to work or it has to work. There's no other plan B. And that's what I would say. Just live by TTFP. Trust the freaking process.
Yeah. Very, very well said. Thank you so much, Alex, for your time and for sharing your experience with us. I can definitely feel the passion when you talk about trading. I can feel your passion. I wish you best of luck with the license, with trading, with all the goals that you have this year.
I appreciate that.
And I hope that we're going to have a follow-up interview when you get bigger payouts and you hit the maximum
That's the goal. And like I said, don't give up. Let's get it. Appreciate your time, Anna. Thank you so much.
That's it. Thanks to you too. And to all of you watching, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and show us some love in the comments down below. Trade safe, and until next time.